What is up, man? Happy Tuesday, man. Today we talking perspective, man. And we all different people at the end of the day, bro. I feel like people need to learn to understand that their perspective is their perspective. You feel me? A lot of times some people got the tendencies to try to push their perspective, but it's like, oh bro, like you gotta understand at the end of the day, your mind belongs to you, bro. You feel me? You might be able to influence people here and there, but you're not always gonna be able to get people to look at things your way, and that's okay in life because everybody's different. No one person's the same. Not even twins. Even twins have similarities but different perspective. And I feel like this is important because that some people need to learn that to kind of be happy in life. They're constantly trying to have everyone else have their perspective, and it's like your perspective is not the only perspective of life, man. And me as a person, bro, I love my perspective, bro. I don't want to push my perspective on anyone. What I think is what I think. You feel me? What I believe is what I believe. You know what I mean? And I don't want no one to feel like they gotta believe what I believe. They gotta think how I think. I want you to be you. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be you and the best you could be. That's the only thing that can help you out. You thinking the way I think or seeing things how I see things, it might not be able to help you out, man. You feel me? And this is key. This is key to happiness in life. Because even if you look at it, like a lot of the times, families try to push their perspective on you, and at the end of the day, it's like it's all about your perspective, bro. Believe what you believe. Have a mind of your own. That's why you're your own person. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're like yourself. Nothing's really attached to you, really. So understand, like, if you're somebody who is pushing your perspective on others, and like, yo, bro, you gotta chill. You gotta understand that's how you think. That's your mind. That's the way you look at stuff. This other person, they can look at things how they want to look at things. That's why they're them. And this like a constant thing. And I think sometimes this is why even people try to fit in to have other people's perspectives, see things like other people so they can be around other people. And it's like, nah, I ain't never been like that, man. The way I see things, the way I see things, man. You know, it's not to say I'm always right, but it's just my perspective. You know what I mean? Just like you have your perspective. And sometimes, bro, we wrong in the way we think. Sometimes we right. But this like a process of life where you basically gotta go through life and just figure it out, bro. Life is about figuring things out. Going through experiences shape your perspective, but it's like, yo, everybody thinks different. And I feel like some people don't really see things like that. They just want everybody to think how they think, act how they act, be how they are. And it's like, yo, bro, you need to go to the clone factory. You might have to go get you a couple clones, have them just doing what you doing. What's up, Rowdy? What's up, man? And nobody is a clone, man. I had twin brothers, man. It was total opposite. Even I've been around identical twins, and identical twins, they have different perspectives, bro. You would think twins would really be exactly the same, think the same. They have different perspectives. That just shows you how everyone everyone is different. Even twins will have a lot more similarities. And I feel like sometimes when I do the lives, I don't know, people think like I'm trying to push my perspective. Nah, bro, I'm sharing my experience with you. You know, I'm basically speaking from my perspective only. Now, you might relate to a few things or you might not relate to it, but at the end of the day, if you relate or don't relate, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't be seen as me trying to shift your perspective. When you relate to something, you just like, oh, I've been through something similar, but sometimes it's misconstrued, bro. I'm not one of those guys that's like, yo, I need you to think how I think. You got to think how I think. Nah, that's controlling, man. That's micromanaging. I don't even like controlling individuals, bro. You feel me? I don't want nobody trying to force me to get me to think how they think, cause they believe. You know what I mean? That's what's for them. You feel me? And being a leader, you gotta understand that's key, bro, because a lot of the times when you're sharing your experiences, your knowledge, people take it that way, and it's never set up that way, man. It's never set up to where it's like I'm trying to change the way you think. Most a person can do is influence you, bro. They can't change the way you think. What is the influence? Is that they could say something that gets you to think on a certain level, but you still gonna have the way you think, bro. That's important to know. So people shouldn't look at a lot like, oh, why is trying to push a perspective? Because you know a lot of people wanted me to believe in certain things on the previous live I did, and it's like, bro, I'm not believing those things. Those things specifically relate to y'all. I believe what I believe. That's why we are all different humans, bro. We're all different humans. We have some similarities, but the way we all think is not the same. Like some computers are even different. Computer programming, they don't put all the same programs in all computers. They put different programming. So we all have different programming, man. And people need to understand it so they can be happier in life. Because I feel like a lot of people struggle with, oh man, like I like this person's perspective. I want to be like them, you know, or man, I don't like the fact that this person can't think how I think. And all you doing is like hurting yourself in the long run because you can never change the way a person thinks. That's up to God. That's up to them. You know, one day I can wake up and have a different way of thinking, but that's really up to me. That's not up to anyone else. Nobody else can come in and be like, yo, what else? I want you, excuse me, I want you to think like this, bro. And then I'm like, yeah, all right. Nah, it doesn't work like that, man. It does not work like that. I want most people to get that point. It does not work like that. You always gonna think how you gonna think. Even when you get to kids, your kids not even gonna think exactly like you. They're gonna have different perspectives on certain things. There's gonna be similarities, but it's not gonna be they have the exact identical thoughts in mind as you do, you know. It's never gonna be like that, man. Cooper R, what's up? So I need people to understand to be happy, focus on your perspective. Focus on what makes you happy. Focus on your best way of thinking. Focus on what can you bring to your life. Don't go around focusing on trying to change this person's mind, that person's mind, this person's mind. It's a waste of your time, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a waste of your time. It's not gonna really help you in the sense of knowing who you are. The whole goal of life is to know who you are. Who are you? What do you know about yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody else really is important, bro. Maybe except your family. But nobody else, strangers, they don't really matter, bro. Like, it's all about you. What can you do? Who are you? What's really going on in your life? What's your way of thinking? How do you handle pressure? How do you handle stress? Like, everybody always want to focus on other people, bro. You're wasting your time. You focusing on other people is like an investment without a return. There's no return. There is no return. There's been times, bro, I had people, I was trying to change their perspective, and I had to come to a realization like, nah, this person's always going to be like this. They always going to think like this. You know what I mean? But because I think different, it's like, okay, there needs to be some separation. You feel me? And that's just a way of life, bro. Some people, if you don't think how I think, it's like we don't have problems, but it's just no understanding between us. It's like imagine like you got a girl and your girl kind of has an opposite way of thinking than you think. It's gonna always be friction, bro. So it's best as a person to find somebody who shares similar perspectives as you or similar viewpoints. You feel me? Instead of you trying to focus on getting somebody who don't even look at stuff the same, see the sky the same way you see the sky. Like you just set yourself up for constant disagreements, argument, tension. You know what I mean? And why do that, bro? Just focus on the people that got similarities in the way you think. That's more important. So people come on a lot, they like, well, yes, I want you to think like this. Why, yes, I want you to think like this. And why, yes, I want you. And it's like, yo, bro, I already think how I think, brother. You know what I'm saying? I already think how I think. You think how you think. Everyone in the world as an adult kind of has a thought of thinking how they think. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to shift my perspective, just focus on yours. Focus on how great you could be, man. What's really going on in your life. It's a lot going on in everyone's life that's important. Way more important than focusing on you trying to change the way I think. You might have to go back to when I first came out the womb. You know what I'm saying? COD fan, what's up, bro? You need to sub up to the Patreon, man. I be playing on COD, man. Catch some of the games on Twitch. You feel me? Sub up to the Patreon, man. But Rowdy, how you been, man? How's the YouTube channel, man? You been producing new content? Hopefully you've been producing new content, brother. Excuse me, I just had some food. Eric760 says I'm a fake gangster. I'm not even a gangster, Eric. I wouldn't say I'm a gangster at all, my boy. I'm a regular guy, man. Regular dude. Regular. I'm regular, Eric. You know what I'm saying? I don't live a gangster life, brother. And I think you got the wrong impression of me. You know what I'm saying? You got the wrong impression of me. But that's Eric's perspective. Eric probably thinks that I can't change the way Eric might be thinking right now. You know, Eric might be like, man, what is got the mask on? He's gotta be a gangster. It's like, nah, Eric. I'm just a regular, cool, smooth, laid back, calm, relaxed dude, man. You feel me? On live, talking about how people need to focus on their own perspectives, focus on what they got going on in their life. As a person, you got a lot going on in your life. Make sure you pay attention to it. Make sure you're attentive. Make sure you shaping up right. You putting in effort. You know what I'm saying? That's the most important perspective. Knowing the way I think and changing the way I think don't really help you much. You don't get no dollars for that. Sometimes even a person, they say you're for the streets. You ain't gotta know. Get back. You're lost in the sauce. No, I'm not for the streets, man. I'm for God. You feel me? And that right there is a good example of what I'm making it live about. You have one perspective of me, which is cool. You're allowed to have that. But then I have my perspective, which is more important than yours, which is me being of God, for God. Man, sub up to the channel. You want to ask me questions, boy, go to the Patreon. Sub to the channel, go to the Patreon, man. You want to ask questions, man. You feel me? If you ain't on that type of time, Eric, thumbs down, man. Get out of here. Pack it up. Pack it up. You need to pack it up. Pack it up now. You feel me? Pack that joint up, dog. Straight up. Straight up. He said, what's the general topic? The general topic right now is perspective. Focus on your perspective. Don't go around trying to change others' perspective. Don't go around thinking others need to have your perspective. He said daily roast. Nah, I do no daily roast, man. You want me to roast you, Eric? Sub up to the Patreon, man. Join the Patreon. If you join the Patreon, I'll roast you, fam. I don't know why I keep yawning. I ain't even tired for real. But I'm yawning. This man is funny as ever, man. I'm finna try to get on OBS so I can see if I can be doing like a game stream for y'all, so I could game and then show it on YouTube or something. You feel me? But Eric760, because you already tuned in right now, man. So that means you're already intrigued about YS, man. something made you gravitate towards the stream. What's up, DeMarcus the Don, man? So that's your answer right there. You already watching me right now. You said knowledge. That's why. Nah, it's cool, man. Eric 760, man. I don't know if that man ready for knowledge yet. He might be ready for some YN YN channel. You know what I mean? But perspective is important, man. Focus on yours. And then never let somebody put their perspective of what they think of you on you. You feel me? Because people do that a lot, bro. People be like, man, you like this, bro. And that's just what they thinking. Shout out to TJ Matthews, man. Love, love. You know what I mean? They be like, you like this, bro. And that's their perspective of you. But it's like, you don't have to accept that, bro. You feel me? Especially if it's not relatable, especially if it's not you at all. You don't have to accept that. And people gonna say a lot, bro. They're gonna have that perspective of you in many different forms and ways. It's like, that's not the most important. Nah, facts, most definitely, man. Trying hard, man. Every day it's a live, man. 2 lives a day, man. We're working on them hours, them watch time hours, man. Go watch some of the videos, man. Just let that jump play in the background, you know what I mean? Next video, man, Go watch 5 videos through, man. Like, or 10 or 5. Y'all go watch 5 or 10 videos. I might be close to the watch hours. Cause I'm a little bit, I ain't halfway yet. I'm like behind, like maybe 2/3. Maybe 2/3. Y'all gotta go watch. Y'all gotta go watch all the content, all the videos. Just have them jump playing on the TV while you cooking. You know what I'm saying? Or you eating. Have YS Eats playing in the background, man. That's all you gotta do. Doing this content stuff though, you gotta put in some work. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta understand. You gotta put in work, man. You gotta commit every day at least one or 2 tasks. You know what I'm saying? You gotta commit at least 1 or 2 tasks just to get the results you want. I'm about to get, like I said, I'm about to get OBS Studio. You know, when I cracked my back a lot, man, my neck, because I was in a crash. And that I had to go to physical therapy from that. So I'm always going to have like back or neck aches. I don't want to say pain, aches. You feel me? But I'm thinking of getting on Yeah, Eric helped me get in the algorithm, man. Watch 4 of the videos, man. 5 of the videos. 3 of the videos. Watch it all the way through, man. Even if you're not watching it, just let it play through, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of the longest videos on the channel, let them play through. It's gonna help the watch hours right there. That's the secret. Feel me? We gotta get in that bracket, man. I'm trying to get in that bracket way before the year's over. You dig? Become a partner. I'm speaking it into existence right now. Become a partner with YouTube before the year's over. For real, for real. No cap. You know what I mean? No cap. That's the goal, man. Become a partner with YouTube before the year is over. Set goals. It's good to set goals for yourself, man. Set goals. Rowdy, like I said, the channel looks good, bro. You need to put more time into the channel, bro. You know what I mean? 3 years, that's a long enough break. You feel me? Get back in the game. Get back in the game. And you like gaming. Gaming's popular right now. So really what you need to do is get Twitch. Get the app Twitch. Boom. Game on Twitch. Have your settings set up to where Twitch literally saves your gameplay. I'm giving you the steez right now, gang. So get the app Twitch. Boom. Twitch is like a streaming app. You can IRL stream, desktop stream the video game. Once you get Twitch, set it up. Boom. Now, what you want to do, you could link your Discord to Twitch. You know what I mean? Other platforms, your YouTube. Link all that stuff to Twitch. Boom. And then I got mobile games on my phone, so download some cool mobile games and then just stream that to Twitch. And then you take that content and post it to the YouTube because it's already going to be screen recorded from the broadcast. And then there's a setting on Twitch where you save every broadcast for like a certain amount of days. So you just take that video and upload it to YouTube. You kill two birds with one stone. But you need to put more time into the channel, man. For not being active in 3 years, you still got followers. That's good. They just waiting on you to drop. My boy Eric said you used to be live streaming in a trap house. Why are you using the trap house live streaming, bro? Nah, it's not gonna take my life or future. What you mean? Come on, man. It's supposed to help my future. This isn't for fun, my guy. It's for specific benefits. And it is fun. Mine is that, but there's a reason behind it. Now, I wonder why he had to do the stream in the trap house. I mean, what was Eric on, man? He was in there slinging in the trap house. Trap house baby, huh? You was on your trap house Eric vibe, trap house E. Trap house E768. Nah, Eric, you funny, my guy. But then once again, that goes back to perspective. Eric just gave me his perspective. He said, I ain't judging. I used to be sitting in the trap house doing this all night. What's up, Jensen? I even had a pet pigeon. Just don't let it take up your whole life. And it's like, Eric, that's only your perspective, man. You feel like you let this... He said, look, this man trying to discourage me. He said, just quit trying for a minute, light a blunt, take a couple of hits, and then try to revisit this because it ain't working. Nah, it's working, Eric. It's working. It got you here. If it wasn't working, you wouldn't be here. You here, right? You here, right? Right, that's why I'm looking like Roddy. When you in the trap house, you not live streaming, you trapping. What Eric talking about, man? I ain't in no trap house. Maybe he was referring to my scene or environment as the trap house. I ain't in the trap house, bro. I ain't been in the trap house in a minute. All that stuff is behind me, man. We need new, better things, you heard? Plus, the trap house ain't the spot to really be comfortable in anyways. This man, you must have been in the trap house as one of the fiends. You ain't trapping in there. You was a fiend in there, boy. You know what I'm saying? He was in there on some fiend shit. Yeah, this only his perspective though, Notorious D.I.D. Oh man, he said I used to be in there hella geek, bro. I ain't geek, bro. The most I do is smoke tree. I ain't geeking off nothing. You know, I just look like this on the live regularly. You feel me? But we not live streaming in the trap house, Eric. We live streaming at the spot, at the crib. You feel me? At the crib. We live streaming at the crib right now. He said when the power's gone, you'll realize you just been freestyling alone for too long. With the homies around, it's a effing blast. Nah, bro. I can't relate to what you saying, man. I can't relate to what you saying, bro. What are you saying right now? That's only your perspective, my guy. We not in the trap house. There's no homies. I don't have homies. I have me, God, and my fam. There's no homies, bro. So once again, going back to what I said, perspective, this is This is Eric's perspective. Maybe he had a YouTube and he used to upload content and he quit. You feel me? Maybe it never worked out for him. But that's you, Eric. That's only your point of view, man. I'm sorry. It's not something I share with you. You feel me? That's only your experience. Maybe you had homies with you freestyling on live. I'm not doing it. I'm by myself. I'm not in a trap house. You feel me? Here and there I'll freestyle, but I'm talking about perspective right now. So you saying all of this is perfect. It's like I can't accept your perspective. It's yours only. Sorry. You feel me now? Hopefully you can get back to doing YouTube. You can be doing lives like me one day. Take your time, though. Take your time. Don't rush it if you're not ready. Right. my man was tweaking right there. It's like, yo, man, I understand things might not have turned out how you wanted them to, but don't feed me that perspective, Eric. Please, man. Don't feed me that perspective. But there you go, Notorious D.I.D. It's like every time I have a topic, somebody comes in the chat. See, I'm not doing bars at all, bro. Like, look. You see what my man's saying on here, Roddy? This man is talking about when he was doing substance. We not on that type of time, bro. I'm sorry. That's why I say it's a different perspective, bro. We not the same. We don't share the same perspective. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing none of that. We not doing bars. We not in a trap house. We not hanging out with homies. We really not doing the same thing, man. Which is okay because we're different people. My man hating on the videos now. Right, man. You see Eric hating. Eric want to discourage me from doing the lives. He don't want me to go live. He want me to have a perspective that it's going to be like him when he used to go live. And it's like, yo, bro, no, it's not. When I go live, it's a different perspective. It's mine's only. Yeah, plant medicine only, man. For real, Roddy. Come on, man. We ain't putting nothing in our nose except tissue. We got to get some boogers. Right. Everybody's live is different in general. Like, you feel me, Notorious? Everyone has a different way of thinking. But people project their perspective. He's projecting his perspective. He's like, man, just give it up to live, bro. I used to do lives just like you, and then I used to freestyle with my homies. It's like, nah, bro. Just because you were doing something, seeing me freestyling don't mean we like alike. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Eric, I mean, you asking a lot of cues right now. Sound like you trying to donate. Nah, fact, it definitely is a lot though, man. It's a lot. Projection. But then you got to come with the deflection. When they come with the projection, come with the deflection, you know what I mean? Meaning no reception. Once you come with the rejection, there's no reception. Yup, that's the past, bro. You gotta leave the past in the past. And don't compare your past to someone you just met. It's kind of crazy. Just because you was like that in the past don't mean I'm gonna be like that. You feel me? None at all, man. None at all, broski. None at all, brother. You know how easy it is to just have your own perspective? Eric, don't give up on YouTube, man. I know this probably just said intelligence always wins. Now that's facts, Notorious D.I.D. He said, bro, smell the white monster and Nichols. You said I smell like white monster? Bro, I don't even drink Monster energy drinks, bro. I heard those drinks make you go bald faster. So I don't drink no energy drinks, bro. Most I do is like, I'll probably sip some coffee, but I won't finish it. Eric went from trying to discourage the live to flaming me right now. Yo, thanks, Eric, man. Thanks for the compliment, bro. I appreciate you. You paying attention to my features. You gotta chill out though, man. I'm a ladies' man. You a dude. You can't be paying attention to all my features like that, bro. Chill out, slow down, slow down. Hey, he talked about himself when he said he could snort a whole rock. You know, I ain't snorting no rock, DID. My man just came clean and said he used to snort rock. Come on, Eric, don't self-reject once again. I ain't put none in my nose, bro, like I told you. Except for air and tissue, man. Right. I ain't doing nothing. This His Royal Majesty said I look like Drake's dad. Stop the cap. Nah, you just try to fry me, man. I do not look like Drake's dad. Aubrey, you playing. Y'all playing. Y'all be playing around, bro. I do not look like Drizzy's the Pops. I look like YS. The one and only. Nah, I'm chopped though, man. I'm chop suey. He said, why do you look like Drake dad? Nah, they tweaking, man. They just say anything on here. They say whatever on this jump, man. They get it alive and say anything. Yo, Danny Butler, what's up, Danny Butler? He said, be honest, bro. Why the sunglasses indoor? Your cool factor didn't go up. Man, I ain't even know I had cool factor. Thanks for letting me know that I got cool factor, Eric. Thank you. So basically, you saying I'm already cool. I didn't need the glasses. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. You're a nice guy, man. Byron Vivara, what's up, man? What's the word, Byron Vivara? My boy Byron said I got bars. Yeah, like Verizon, man. Bars like Verizon. You rapping tonight? Nah, we ain't doing rapping tonight. We not doing rapping tonight. Freestyle, man. Freestyle Friday. Fridays only. I know y'all be ready to rap, but we gotta do it on Friday, man. Fridays only, man. Sorry, guys. Sorry. We're gonna get busy on Friday. Make sure you pull up there. Dang, Danny. My boy said the word is Lakeland. Bro, I'm not even popping on the gram. I don't know why you sound gassing for the gram. My boy Lakeland. I done seen Byron battle before. Byron battle in one of the other lives. What's up, Jags for life? What's up, yo? Man, my boy is chilling at home right now. I'm probably getting ready for that shift. You getting ready for that shift, yeah, huh? Nah, I hear you. Byron, I'm not gonna read them bars, man. I told you we not battling right now. You gotta come Friday, man. We gonna battle on Friday for sure. Just not today, bruh. my man put he put mad bars in there. Yeah, not today. Friday, man. Friday, we battling Friday. You feel me? It's going down for real. He said, what is the perspective topic currently? Oh, the topic is perspective, man. Don't let people put their perspective on you. Don't go around thinking that you gotta basically get everyone to think how you think, because everybody's different. Nah, facts, come through, Jags. Freestyle chat battle going on Friday, man. Come through. Yo, Byron, I see you. What's up, boy? What's up, boy? What's up, boy? Yo, Danny said I'm a guru. Nah, man, I'm YS, man. I'm not a guru, man. I'm just me. I'm just me, man. I'm just me. No guru, man. Just I. So what's y'all opinion on the topic though? Do y'all meet a lot of people who always try to push their perspectives? Are y'all those people? You know, what's y'all opinion? About to go eat before this shit. Always be with you, bro. Chat. Shout out to Jags, man. Have a good shit, bro. Appreciate you tapping in, man. So if you stand, Eric said, all right, well, you lost my attention. I'm on to the next fleece out, bro. Outside of that, you can figure out how to. He had to talk some shit at the end. Nah, this man Eric is a menace. Get out of here, little Dennis the menace, Eric. Danny said, I never push my agenda or point of view. Not never ever. So you never. I feel like we all have at some point, but you get to a point where you realize like only it's all about my perspective. I don't need to force that on others. You know what I'm saying? You know you don't have to try to get somebody to really believe a certain way. You said down here the religious aspect is constantly shoving it, but changing nothing. You want force, perspective on a strong mind. That's facts. Nah, that's facts. Now, when it comes to religion, that's one of the most toughest conversations to have because it's a battle of perspective. You know, a lot of people you talk to when it comes to religion, they just want you to believe religiously what they believe. You know, they don't really care about your upbringing, what you experience. They just want you to believe what they believe, and it's like, bro, there's so many different religions. You know what I mean? So it's not necessarily there's one you gotta really believe. You know what I mean? So everybody's free to choose. But those are tough conversations to have, like religion, politics. You know what I mean? Those are tough conversations to have because it's like, depending on who you're talking to, if it's an extreme individual, they're gonna literally trying to get you to think exactly what they think. Like, oh, you gotta be a Republican or a liberal. You know what I'm saying? And in those situations, bro, it's not even worth having those combos. It's just like pointless debate, argument. You feel me? Just know what your perspective is and focus on that. You know, I don't really like having a lot of religious conversations or political conversations because of that. Yeah, yeah, respect should always play a role, but sometime in a battle of perspective, you know, things can go left. He said, "Be a Democrat, don't even have the people's best interest." See, Byron, that's your perspective, though. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even have that conversation with you, bro. Just because it's like, okay, that's what you think. That's what you think. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have that conversation because that conversation would become a disagreement, you know, a semi fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's important, man. That's how you avoid debates, arguments. Once you're talking to somebody and you get a realization like, hold on, this person has a completely different way of thinking than I do, but then you realize they're forcing you to think that way, it's like, the conversation's not really worth it. He said some people can't take your perspective and get upset and angry. So I stay, yeah, don't do no debates, man. Just focus on what you know. If they say they know a lot of things, let them know what they know. Because the moment you start disagreeing, some people get so mad when you disagree with them. They're like, what? You're stupid. All because they want you to think how they're thinking. And it's like, yo, we don't all think like that. We all different. And that's important. That's the key to happiness. You wouldn't be so pressed if you understood like, oh, okay, we're different. That means YS gonna think how he's gonna think. This person's gonna think how they're gonna think. Oh, let me just focus on thinking how I want to think. This man Byron steady dropping political facts in the chat. Nah, Byron, chill with the politics, man. He ain't here to cover politics, man. It's a lot of channels I'm sure that cover politics. You could discuss that type stuff on. Yeah. Notorious said you love a good debate, but some debates turn to arguments, man. Like some debates turn to arguments when it's like your perspective it seems better than the other person's perspective. Nah, facts. Respectfully, but it depends on the person, Notorious. It depends on the person, man. All that respect might go out the window when they feel like you stumping them and you making valid points. Yeah, you see a whole different side. You see a whole different side, and it's key because sometimes you've been around prime manipulators. They always want you to see their perspective, see things their way, see the way they're thinking. That's prime manipulation. Prime manipulation. And those people like you gotta be away from because it's like, dog, you allowed to have your own way of thinking. You shouldn't have somebody that's constantly manipulating you to think, oh, you gotta think how I'm thinking, you gotta think how I'm thinking, you gotta think how I'm thinking. If you're not thinking how I'm thinking, something's wrong with you. You're throwed off. Nah, everybody gonna think different, man. We not all gonna think the same for sure. That's one thing in life is like, bro, you might meet people that think totally different than you. There was a whole debate. I used to have a girlfriend who used to say stuff like, oh, you can't eat. You gotta eat before you brush your teeth. And I'm like, nah. I grew up, you gotta brush your teeth before you eat. But she grew up different. That's her perspective. She's been doing that forever. Bro, I literally been brushing my teeth before I eat forever. It's two different it's two different perspectives. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? He said, I like how everyone went into politics, but like the manipulation can start to make me stagnant. But you gotta understand when you're dealing with like a prime manipulator, because you're gonna know like exactly what we talking about right now. You're never gonna. They always gotta be right. Everything they do is right. Their perspective is right. You don't know exactly what you're talking about. You don't know anything. You know what I mean? That's how it's gonna be. Nah, Notorious. I don't mind debating, but what I said is I've realized that some people when they're losing in debate, they get disrespectful, bro. They start getting disrespectful. And it's like all because they feel like, man, what? Your point of view is making more sense than mine. They tend to get really disrespectful. You can't even lie, bro. Man, it's happened with family, friends. It don't matter. It happened with strangers. You see people go to sports games and they fight about the teams. You know what I'm saying? Some people go to sporting events, bro. They literally fight about different perspectives. I remember one time we went to a basketball game. It was a close game. It was a game winner. We coming out the game. This dude talking trash to this dude on who's the better team. They ready to fight. They ready to fight. it's like, bro, they don't have the same team. They don't have the both thing the same thing, but they're ready to fight over that. Yeah, at the Knicks, he said people actually threw hands in the Knicks game, but this is the reason why they're fighting. Different perspectives. They can't understand like, oh man, look, I'm a Knicks fan. This person might be a Nets fan. It's okay. That's all right. They think that, hey, if you're a Knicks fan, if you're not a Knicks fan and you don't want to believe that Knicks are the best, this what needs to happen. It's like, nah, that's not what needs to happen, bro. At the end of the day, you can understand like, all right, this person just don't think the way I do. That's fine. Now I can move on with my life. But if you stuck like, nah, you gotta think how I think. If you don't think how I think, that's a problem. Then it's like, nah, man, it can't be like that. You got an issue. You know what I'm saying? You got an issue, bro. You feel me? You got an issue. And it takes understanding that because you can avoid a lot of arguments, disagreements, a lot of like fighting. You know what I mean? Every time you're talking to somebody that you know, like, okay, they just can't understand that you guys can have different perspectives. Then it's like, okay, next level is disrespect. Because if y'all not agreeing, what else can come from that but an argument? Nothing. Then once y'all start arguing, it's like, okay, words get exchanged. When I say words get exchanged, name calling, profanity. Then it's like, okay, now it's more than just a debate. Now it's like, oh, real beef. You know what I mean? If it's family, you gotta dip, bro, because family be quick to disrespect you over a disagreement. Like for instance, growing up, what I noticed is like it's difficult having debates with older people because they will always use that age to back their perspective, even if they wasn't right. You know what I mean? And that's something you gotta pay attention to because then it's like it leads to you are going back and forth with them. Then they feel like you're disrespecting them, and it's just not worth it. Exactly. Exactly. Cause like you said, they don't care to listen. Because if you listen to somebody, like let's say me and Byron get in a disagreement, I'm like, bro, Lakers is the best team. Byron said, bro, you're tripping. Golden State Warriors are the best team. The moment I hear that, I'm like, all right, maybe Byron really doesn't like Golden State for for a lot of his life. So, and me and Byron having this disagreement, I'm like, yo, Byron, you need to believe LA's the best. I'm tripping because Byron already made it clear, like, yo, bro, you bugged out, man. I've been liking Golden State, bro. I don't like LA. LA sucks. And I'm like, yo, Byron, you need to like LA, dog. If you don't like LA, we gonna have to squabble. You got to squabble me at the stadium. And it's like, yo, come on, fam. It's not that serious. Yeah. Or Byron starts bringing up evidence or something from like shout out to Roddy for bringing that. Byron starts bringing up evidence that LA sucks. You know what I mean? And I'm like, what, man? You bringing up evidence, man? We gotta fight. We gotta fight now over nothing, only because Byron has a different perspective, bro. That's easy. Once I get it, I'm like, oh, I get it. He's just a Golden State fan. I don't get mad. I be like, yeah, I could just tell you like the Golden State Warriors. But most of the time at sporting games, you see people fighting. They fighting over two different sports teams. They fight over two different sports teams. They what, man? Raiders. What? Steelers. Next thing you know, they throwing hands. Like, dog, y'all not, nobody cares. It's not that serious. You said you seen people fighting over cartoons. And people fighting over cartoons, which is a difference of perspective, bro. You feel me? He said, come to Manhattan. Now, I definitely can see people in New York just getting busy because they disagree with each other, man. New York is just that type vibe. Yeah, with family, Danny, you can't even partake in debates because, like I said, man, let's say you arguing with your auntie and you younger than your auntie's gonna feel like her perspective triumphs yours because her age. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's like, why even partake? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now, New York is a jungle, fam. You gotta understand, to live in New York, you gotta be tough. You gotta be kind of gritty. You gotta be swift. You know what I mean? Well, your mom, that's another scenario right there. You can't. Your mom always gonna have that mother's perspective of you as her child, so she feel like that triumphs a lot of things. Meaning that it's not that what you say don't matter, but it's like she knows best because she's your mom. You know what I mean? That's how parents always think, man. My mom would be like that sometimes. Like, I'm your mom. I know what I'm talking about. But sometimes she could be wrong. But it's like she's always gonna be like, oh, I'm her son, so she not gonna. You know what I mean? You said your mom always will always kid you out. Exactly. Yeah. So it's like you can't change that mother perspective of you being her kid. Like it's gonna be tough. You feel me? Right. That's what I'm telling you. It's like once you figure that out, you probably won't think there's so much static between you and her because you just like, oh dang, she's just always gonna think from a mom's perspective about me or my actions. That's just as, unless you like your mom's friend, y'all can never have the same perspective. When I say her friend, you her age, y'all went to school together, type, you know what I mean? But you her daughter, so it's different. It's not gonna be the same. Said okay, because we don't see eye to eye. Yeah. But that's okay, because y'all not the same people. That's why I say a lot of people struggle with that and it ruins relationships, sometimes friendships, because you feel this person gotta be and think like you. It's like they will never. You guys are two different people, two different minds, two different brains, two different ways of thinking. Although you want them to have the same thinking as you and they want you to do the same, it would never be like that. Yeah, maybe your brother has the same issue we talking about, perspective. He probably looking at it like, you probably didn't save him from the cops. You never know what he's thinking. Well, at the end of the day, you gotta focus on yourself though, man. Byron, focus because you got a lot going on in your perspective. Your perspective just means your life, bro. You feel me? You can't worry too much about that, man. You gotta keep living life. It is a selfish perspective, but then listen, you knowing that it allows you to be happier. So you just said my brother didn't even appreciate me after I helped him. Then you went on to say, but he kind of got a selfish perspective. So that brings you peace. Like you not wondering like why he ain't even help me, why he ain't do this. You know this man selfish. You know that's how people that selfish move. You feel me? You understand like if he wasn't selfish, you wouldn't have to say that. Cause he would have thanked you. Yeah, that'll bring you peace. That's how you find happiness. Like some people don't understand. Like they be questioning something, but they know how this person is. You feel me? And once you get it, you're like, oh, okay. Like I used to have a friend who used to annoy me, bro. He used to just do too much extra. Everything was extra. And one day we went downtown. He was just being his normal self, and I just realized I'm like, yo, this guy just always gonna be an extra person. You feel me? And I used to get so annoyed. In that moment, I didn't get annoyed with him no more. I'm like, damn, he always be like this. Then I understood, and I'm like, all right, I just can't hang out with him as much. You feel me? Because I understood, like, if I don't want to be annoyed, I can't be around this person as much, bro. If I don't want to argue, I can't talk to this guy about conversations, debates, if I don't want to fight. You know what I mean? Only certain people you can like have a conversation, disagree, things don't get. But once you know that you can move with certain people, like okay, because man. And family is one of those things, bro. Family is one of those things. Yeah, Danny, like I said, man, your mom's always gonna look at you as a daughter. You're always gonna be in the kid's perspective of her, from her perspective. And you're always gonna have the perspective of her as your mom. Yeah, I think I seen you like twice. One time, it was a battle. You was supposed to paddle, fam. I think you did battle. Yeah, you did battle. It's like two lives, but life's beautiful, bruh. Focus on yourself, man. Focus on your perspective. Focus on your way of thinking. Don't let nobody force theirs upon you. It's a lot of people doing that. A lot of people want you to think how they think, want you to be how they are. He's like, it was some other dude. Nah, it was you, bro. Byron Vivar. I remember that last name, Vivar. You know what I'm saying? It was you versus some other guy. Yeah, focus up, man. Focus up. Don't lose focus. Even in like the toughest times. Don't lose focus. Don't be worried about what this other person thinks. What do you think? How do you feel? What's your thoughts on the situation? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it wasn't. I rap. Yeah, you rapped against somebody else. That's what I said. Williamsburg. Yeah, of course. The guilt is you trying to understand why a person's doing something, but you kind of know already. So it's like, okay, now that I know, why am I constantly overthinking this? You know what I'm saying? You're constantly overthinking, but you know already. You already know why. Even though you and your mom fight and struggle, you know why sometimes y'all disagree. You know why y'all get into disagreements y'all get into. Yeah, Danny, stop. And you just kind of try to overthink it, but it's like, you don't have to overthink it. So knowing that you can focus on yourself, like, okay, I need to just focus on what I need to do. Because my mom is always gonna focus and think like that. How she thinks. You know, a lot of people have like perspective clash with their parents. It's just a part of life, man. You their kid, that's your parent. They up here looking at you, you right here looking at them. It's like, it's a generational gap, man. It's a generational gap. That generational gap produces different perspective. Your mom probably when she was your age was in a different time of life. Yeah, she was in a different time of life. Things was different. People was thinking different. She's not thinking the way people are thinking today at your age. It's a different in time, thoughts, everything. Now, people will judge you regardless of what you do, bro. But then again, somebody's judging you, judgment of you is their perspective. Once again, it goes back to their perspective. Yeah, 1955, that's a minute ago. So Mom Deuce ain't thinking like they thinking in 2025, you heard? Yeah, you just gotta roll with the judgments because they don't really matter. It's just a perspective. Like if I judge you, Byron, that's my perspective of you. It's not that important. Your perspective of you is more important than mine. Cause it's you. It's like, dang, what's a metaphor I can give you? It's like me judging a car that you have in your garage, but I'm outside the garage. What I'm saying outside the garage doesn't matter because you have the car in your garage. It's your car. You know what I mean? Like, you feel me? It's not like what I'm judging is mine. It's your car in your garage. And I'm outside judging your car. You drive this car. You sit in this car. I don't even sit or drive in this car, bro. Yeah. But I give you a perspective because your car is like a possession that's yours. You feel me? And it's something you operate in. Same with your body, your mind. This is your car. Yeah. This your can't nobody be outside your garage be judging your car that's in your garage that you drive. You got the keys to. You sit in. You can go to Chipotle in. It don't make sense. Nah. Don't focus. Like I said, a person's judgment is just a perspective, bro. It's not that important. It's like someone just feeling a certain way about something from their eyes, but that thing is not theirs. You know what I mean? Like I can go to the store and see some pants and be like, man, them pants is weak. The person selling the pants could think the pants is fire. Me saying the pants is weak don't matter. Somebody else is gonna come and be like, I like those pants. Or what money can't buy you Ramadan because it's overpriced. I don't know what Darrell Jones is talking about Ramadan. What you talking about, Darrell Jones? What you saying? I mean, I agree with her though. New York is ruthless, man. I say, Daniel, you need to find the safest place around there that's not too far from New York. You know what I mean? And when I say that, it's because I'm from New York. Like, make a what's the word? Compromise. I know you want to be in New York. Find the smoothest place around New York where you're not smack dab in New York, because New York don't even got that much space. Yeah, you could literally go to upstate New York and not be far from the city and still be able to go to the city, but go somewhere nice in New York, bro. Go somewhere nice. Because even if you go to the city, you're going to get taxed for nothing. There's nothing out there for real that's worth the price. It's expensive out there. Nah, facts. That's what I'm telling you right now. Don't go to the city. They just gonna tax you, bro. They're gonna take your bread and then you're not gonna be receiving much that's worth what you're doing. You know, it's not gonna be worth it. Yeah, that's like a mortgage. That's more than a mortgage. Where I'm at, that'd be a mortgage. That would be a mortgage right there. Taxing, right? They taxing on that one though, man. I need all y'all to go join the Discord though, man. Discord link on the page. As a normal post, join the Discord link. You know what I'm saying? If you get a chance, I need one of y'all to go to the Patreon. Become the first member to the Patreon. I ain't got nobody over to the Patreon yet. You know what I'm saying? Somebody go to the Patreon, sub up, link up. You know what I mean? It's content on there. The more people I get, the more better videos I do on there that obviously I can't do on YouTube. So I need y'all to go to the Patreon, tap into the Patreon, man. If you're looking for a good read, I got an ebook out, man. Check out my ebook, man. My ebook ain't nothing but like $5, man. You buy chips with that and a drink. So get you an ebook. It's two. Book 1 and book 2, man. Quick reads. Good literature. Everything is linked in the bio, man. If you want to check anything out, go to my bio and check everything out. Yeah. Byron, that's one of the toughest part of YouTube. So I need y'all to help me by watching at least 1 or 2 of the videos through, man. That CTE, whatever it is, conversion rate, and it needs to go up. Y'all can help me by doing that, man. Just put the video on the TV. Let's watch it through. You know what I mean? Let the next video go. Watch it through while you rolling up. You know what I'm saying? While you smoking, while you cooking. Just watch the video like 2 minutes too. Cause I'm working on that. That's why you see me go live a lot, twice a day. Just trying to reach that. I wouldn't say I'm close, but I'm decently on the path, but I'm not halfway. You know what I'm saying? But I would like for us to get there before the year's over, bro. It's important. Let's get there before the year's over, man, so I can be able to really deliver more content for you guys. Nah, man. Soon, bro. You gotta understand soon. I ain't really been able to move around the way I would like. So, you know, I can't really spice it up though. Yeah, thank you, Danny. I appreciate you, yo. That would mean a lot, man. Just watch all of them through, man. You feel me? You'll see I'm pretty entertaining in the videos, man. It's not like I didn't want to do the videos like everybody else's videos. And when I say that, people just be like, you know what I mean? Like that. Yeah, I wasn't really on that, man. I wanted to be able to talk to y'all and stuff like that, not just gulp and scarf things down. You feel me? So he said nobody care about your money. What you mean? Yeah. Nah. Yeah, it just, I noticed that's what most food channels look like though. Where a person just scarfing something down for you. You feel me? Sloppy eating. It's like I don't really eat like that for real, man. I like to take time with the food for real, man. So that's really why my videos are like this. But they just gonna get better and better, man. They're gonna get better and better. I'm gonna be trying more newer things. I'm not one to like try a lot of crazy items, bro. I actually like to eat the good food, bro. You feel me? If it's dub, I'm gonna let y'all know it's dub. But yeah, he said, I'm a slow eater, bro. I take my time, so it just wouldn't have worked if I was just like, I might have choked or something. Nah, I just sound like this when I'm chopped. When I'm chopped, that's how I sound like. But it's definitely getting cold though, for sure. You know what I mean? You can kind of feel it. The air is changing. You know what I'm saying? But I forgot what I was gonna say, man. But yeah. I wanna eat a lot of different stuff. I wanna try to even do a food challenge. I want to try to do a food challenge one day on here. I did a food challenge before, but it was a spicy wing challenge. I won't do that again. But I want to do like an actual food challenge. He said you got your nose running. Yeah, man. I need y'all to, like I said, go to the Patreon. So, but I'm gonna be live a little later, bro. Yeah, get some pho, some spicy soup, spicy noodles to get you right. I'm definitely gonna be on here later though, man. I'll be live later. Make sure y'all binge watch everything. Patreon link in the bio. And remember, life is about your perspective. It's the most important perspective. You know what I'm saying? Love y'all. I'm out of here, man.